Good enough Shabbos, everyone. Still faced with the challenge of the disparity between the Parshas. This week is Erev Shabbos Parshas Bamidbar, whereas in Chutz La'aretz, outside the land of Israel, next week is Parshas Bamidbar. So we always have this dilemma the past couple of weeks of what exactly to speak about. I want to say about something about this week's Parsha here in Eretz Yisrael and Parshas Bamidbar, but that touches everybody and something that we really need to hear. We say in the Haftorah of next week, in the Chutz La'aretz, and the Haftorah of this week here in Eretz Yisrael, we say the most beautiful line, and this line is pertinent no matter which Parsha it is. The line that we say in the Haftorah, "Ve'irastich li la'olam," that I will be betrothed to you to you forever. We say that when we put on tefillin, "Ve'irastich li la'olam," that I should be betrothed to you, I should be married to you. We say that the rings on the finger, the tefillin that we wrap around the finger, is like a wedding ring. And we say the beautiful line, as we put it on, we say, Ve'irastich li la'olam, I should be betrothed to you forever. Ve'irastich li b'tzedek v'mishpat v'chesed v'rachmim. Ve'irastich li b'emunah v'yadas Hashem. But the first line, Ve'irastich li la'olam, that I should be betrothed to you forever. What do you mean betrothed to you forever? Why is that a statement, a sentiment in the Jewish people? Why do I want to be betrothed forever? Betrothal leads to marriage. In the times of the Torah, we know that we would get betrothed, and a year later we would get married. The husband and wife would be married. He would have to take care of her, but she would go back to her father's house. He would get the house ready for them to eventually be married, and within a year they would get married to each other. And they would have what's called the second stage of marriage, called nisuin. But why would you want to be in the erison? Why would you want to be in this state of betrothal forever? Ve'irastich li la'olam, that I should be betrothed to you forever? So let's answer that by looking at another statement. David HaMelech says, Achas shu'alti meis Hashem oisav v'kesh. I asked for one thing. One thing. I'm looking for one thing. What is that? Shivti b'veis Hashem. I want to dwell for the rest of my life in the house of God. Kol yemei chayai, all the days of my life. Lachazois b'noyim Hashem. I want to see in the sweetness of Hashem. Ulevaker behechaloi. And I want to be like a guest, like a visitor in his heichal, in his chambers, in his temple. Well, wait a second, David HaMelech. You can't have it both ways. It's either shifti b'veis Hashem, you're either sitting there, you're dwelling there, or a levaker behechalo, or you're coming to visit there. And our rabbis give such a beautiful explanation. And they say what David HaMelech was saying is that, yes, I want to shifti b'veis Hashem. I want to be there forever. But I want to feel like I'm being mevaker. I want to feel like a guest, like a visitor. Like the first time I walked in, I was so amazed and I was so moved. I want that to be the way I am the rest of my life. Even when I am mevaker behechalai. Even when I'm shifti b'veis Hashem, when I'm living there, I still want to feel like I'm being mevaker behechalai. And I think that's what Ve'irastich li la'olam is. I eventually want to be married. I want to have that kind of closeness with Hashem. I want to have that kind of closeness with Torah. But I always want to feel like it's erison, like it's engagement, like it's exciting, like it's new, like it's fresh. As a matter of fact, it's an obligation for us. That when God says, the commandments that I've commanded you today, that we have to feel as if they were commanded to us today. It has to feel new. This sense of newness, this sense of that it is something fresh, is something that it was imperative on us to be able to add into our avodas Hashem, our service of God. We're about to come into the holiday of Shavuos. We have Shavuos every year. For those of us that are over the age of 13, we've had multiple Shavuos in our lives. And Shavuos, it's a piece of cheesecake. It becomes just another holiday, another day during the year. When Shavuos is actually the day that we're standing in front of Har Sinai, and we're literally reliving that giving of the Torah. We have the opportunity on Shavuos to be makabel, to be able to receive such incredible things. We have to ensure that it doesn't become mundane, that it doesn't become something old, and it doesn't become something regular. We have to ensure that ve'irastich li la'olam, that it's something that is like engagement, like as exciting as engagement was, and as promising as engagement was, and as exhilarating as engagement was. That's the way our relationship with God, with Torah, with His holidays, with His mitzvahs, with our entire existence has to be. This could be applied to every single part of our lives. It's the hardest challenge that we have to ensure that things stay fresh and new and exciting, that we feel like Shivti B'Veis Hashem. I'm living in His house, but I'm being mevaker b'heicholei. I'm just a guest there. I want to be ve'irastich. I want to feel that sense, la'olam, forever, of that newness and excitement. And it's a bracha that I give to all of us, that we should be blessed with the koyach, to be able to continue to be excited and to continue to be on fire, so that we can get and relate to all of this beauty that's around us and be able to receive the brachos that God is embedded inside of every mitzvah. But we'll only see and feel those if we feel its newness and freshness. Everyone should have a beautiful, amazing Shabbos. Everyone should have a beautiful, amazing Yom Tov. And we will see everyone next week. Mitzvah Hashem.